Blackstone presents The Only Life That Mattered, The Short and Merry Lives of Anne Bonny, Mary Read, and Calico Jack Rackam by James L. Nelson. This book is read by Kate Redding. To Lisa Marie Nelson, the pirate who first told me about Anne and Mary, and then plundered my heart. Prologue. The bells rang out from the whitewashed towers of St. Jago de la Vega on Jamaica's north shore. Their deep bass tone filled the narrow cobbled streets, the cool stucco homes, glanced off the red-tiled roofs of the government buildings, so like those of old Spain on which they were modelled, pealing, pealing. Today the court sits in session. Today is a trial of pirates. Today will be tales of the sweep trade, of murders and crimes most notorious, villainy on the high seas. The ringing found its way into Mary Read's cell, where she sat on the stone bench, an outcropping of the cell wall, really, and traced with her eyes the lines of dark mould that snaked along the mortared crevices between whitewashed bricks. A pretty sound, she thought. She'd been hearing the bells for 5 minutes, but she was just now listening. Pretty, for a death knell. A shaft of morning light came in through the single window, divided into 5 equal parts by the iron bars. The light looked like a solid thing as it passed through the ubiquitous dust, as if Mary could reach out and break off a piece and hold it in her hands. At least it is warm, she thought. Warm and dry. There were times enough in her life when she would have gladly traded freedom for a prison cell, if it meant being warm and dry. In fact, she mused, that was just what she had done, and she still reckoned she had ended up with the best of the bargain. She shifted uncomfortably, looked up at the arched ceiling. It was stone, whitewashed like the rest of the cell, like all the buildings of those Spanish colonial towns. Now that the British were the masters of Jamaica, it was a wonder to Mary that they did not paint everything brown, or some such dreary tone, as the British were wont to do. But no, the West Indies would not allow that. It affected people, it got inside them, and before the English could remake the West Indies into a drab replica of London, the West Indies had remade them in her own bright...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?